Nintendo came in hot this week. Zelda Ocarina of Time is back. Fire Emblem fans are fired up. Kingdom Hearts 4 is not a rumor anymore. And we've got thoughts on it all. Plus, Joelle reviews Umami and lets us know if this tasty little puzzle game belongs on your plate. This is the Girls on Games podcast.
Get ready for the Girls on Games podcast, your weekly dose of news, reviews, and everything video games. Always served with a good helping of hype and just a pinch of salt. And now, your host, Leah.
Hello and welcome to another Girls on Games podcast. My name is Leah. I'm the host of this show. This is episode number 544. And joining me around this digital table includes Catherine. Hey, Kat.
Hello.
And Joelle. Joelle, what's up?
Hello. I am... the weather's so nice here. It was gorgeous. It's just perfect. And we only get like 4 perfect days. So I was just like soaking it all up. So.
It's been like that in Toronto too. How about you, Kat? Montreal good?
We had 2 days of glorious weather, and then today was raining all day.
Yeah, today was raining hard too, but
yeah,
the grass needed it, so it was okay.
Yeah.
It's a good day to stay in and watch soccer / football.
Yeah.
/ whatever you call it.
Racing / F1
and racing / NBA finals /
Yeah.
NHL finals.
/
It
sports.
is a good time to be a sports fan.
Sports.
Sports.
All right, let's get through some housekeeping before the crew check in. If you enjoy this show, you can subscribe. We're available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Podbean. If you'd like to give us a tip, maybe buy us a coffee, you can do that by going to our Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/girlsongames. Ladies, I am not going to lie. It literally has been nothing but sports because of FIFA and having the World Cup here in Toronto and working on it for my job. So, yeah, I didn't do much else this past week. I hope you have. Kat, what have you been at?
I played sports.
You did?
I did. I went outside and touched grass with some game devs.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Once a year, right?
Yeah. Thursday we did our annual park hangout.
Mm-hmm.
And God bless Joanne, our project manager that organizes these things. He starts in June, knowing he'll have to rain check. 1 year he had to rain check well into September. But this year, we thought we were going to get rained out, but the sun cleared Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon was bright, sunny. I think the weather was like 27 degrees, but the humidity bringing up into the 30s. And this year, instead of just like being, hey, let's go in the park and, everybody bring the activities, and we usually play like pétanque, and somebody has a slack line, or like lawn bowling. Some people bring like a football to throw, an actual football to kick, stuff like that. But this year they were like, hey, would you like to play softball? And we were like,
Whoa.
Sure. So we played a very friendly game of softball, like with self pitch or team pitch. Your pitcher is pitching you the ball so that you can hit.
To make it fair. Yeah.
Friendly.
Yeah. And it wasn't 3 people, you're out. Essentially, everybody got an at bat, and you had 3 balls. Essentially,
that's
three
nice.
three throws.
Okay.
And after 3 throws, it's like you move on. And yeah, I was terrible. It was sweaty, but it was great. And I had a lot of fun. However, I had booked an eye doctor appointment at like 6. So at like 4:30,
Hilarious.
I had to leave the park to go home because I had to shower. Because like when I tell you that I was sweaty, like I soaked to my underwear. Even if we didn't play hard, just being out in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go home, shower, but like wash my hair as well, because under the baseball cap it was so sweaty. And then to go to the eye doctor to pick out frames, because your girl needs old lady glasses for the computer now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Back to the glasses game. Kat, you got rid of them.
I mean, my myopia didn't come back. It's my
Good.
astigmatism that got worse, and now I'm starting to be short-sighted because I'm
Okay.
old. And a lot of
Mm.
like the issues with the computer is just eye fatigue.
Mm.
It's your
Oh,
eye that
yeah.
can't like zoom in, zoom out, focus as
Mhm.
much.
Yeah.
So it's glasses to help with that.
Are you
Okay.
getting like blue light too? Or are they gonna be like blue light
No, because
reflecting?
it cheats the color, and I need to have two
Oh,
colors.
yeah. Fair enough. Fair
True.
enough. Yeah. Mm.
And I only really stare at a computer screen at work and for the podcast. Like I don't game on PC as much.
Mm.
And also like they kind of like debunked that blue light is more fatiguing for your
Mm.
eyes.
Hmm.
It can mess with your circadian cycle, but it
Hmm.
doesn't make your eyes fatigue faster.
What's a circadian cycle?
It's your
Like your
sleep
sleep,
cycle.
like
Your
when you
sleep.
get tired.
Okay.
That's why you want to get the thing as of like 8. You want to cut the blue light
Mm-hmm.
so that your body doesn't think that the sun is still shining, essentially.
Okay.
Huh.
But the eye doctor told me, like, in terms of eye fatigue, the color of the light doesn't matter.
Really?
Huh.
So like was it just I mean, I feel like I had that, so maybe I was just I believed it, so it happened, you know? That was interesting.
Or you're just like your eyes are more like prone to getting glare.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
Like if you're like Leah, you have very light blue eyes, so like probably any kind of like bright light
I
hits
wear
you.
sunglasses all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'm blind.
Yeah, so it might just be that it's just like you're more sensitive to bright light, and it might not be a thing of filtering the blue light, maybe just dimming the thing a bit. But yeah, that was pretty much my thing. But also this weekend, I got my new screen this week in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was an adventure. FedEx
Hmm.
was like, we'll be like on Tuesday. I was like, bet I'll work from home. They didn't show up. The next day, they're like, hey, we'll let you know when we can come. I'm like, cool. I went to work knowing that nobody could be home the entire day. I still went to work. They call me at 10 and like, hey, we're at your door. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Texting like to see if nobody can be home. They're announcing rain. I was like, all right, dude, just leave it. Like hide it behind my garbage cans and just leave it there. I start texting to see if somebody is around. Nobody's around. So I had to basically take my lunch break at like 10:30 in the morning to go home, bring it in, and go back to the office.
Oh, that's annoying.
Because I had in-person things in the afternoon, and I was like, and I wanted to go to the gym. And Tuesday, I had skipped my gym session because in case they can deliver up to 8 p.m.
Right.
So I was mad. So, and it was just like, do I tell them to come back another day, or do I? Because I was they had to show up in like the window of time that nobody could answer the door, of course. And it might rain, and it might be stuck in the rain. So, yeah, I came back home, shoved the thing in, closed the door, went back to work. I had to like work through lunch to compensate that like 45 minutes that I took to go back home. My bosses are very understanding, thank God, because I was just like, they're there. The screen is outside. It's going to get rained on. My boss was like, just go bring it in. She's just like, you don't live that far. But then I installed it Wednesday night, and then wires were all over the place, and I was like, oh God. So Saturday was a beautiful day. I went downtown where there's a Canada Computers, and anybody that's I've walked into several Canada Computers. They're all the same. You feel like you're walking in some warehouse sale.
Yeah. Pretty true. Yeah.
Like half the displays are empty, weirdly empty. But like if you're any kind of fucking computer nerd, you're just like, this seems like a mishmash of random shit. Half the place is empty. I'm not sure, but like I'm here for something very specific, and they'll have it. Like they'll have your RGB computer fans. Like I walked around, I wanted 2 things. I wanted like little Velcro straps for cable management,
Right.
and I wanted maybe a 3.0 USB-A to USB, not mini B, but the big B, to connect this, because I think that's what I need to connect this screen to my computer so that the USB hub of it works.
Okay.
but they were out of the 3.0. They only had the 2.0s, and I have one of those, and I tried it, and it didn't work.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, I see it on the display, but she is empty. But yeah, such a weird experience to shop at Canada Computers. Shout out to Canada Computers, though. It is a great store.
It's just going in there, you're just like, and also too the security in there too. When you walk in, and you're just like, whoa,
yeah.
You're like, what? Why such the heavy security? I mean, we know why they're dealing
It's
with
'cause
big
they're
ass graphics cards, but
yeah, and they have like all the RAM behind the counter and
behind
everything.
chain mail almost.
Yeah.
Lock and key.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I walked around and I looked at like maybe stuff for my screen and like maybe a riser, and I was like, no, I'll sit with it for a week. And now that I know that they have all this stuff here and I don't have to order it off Amazon or whatever, I can just kind of like take the transit. And now that we have the REM that connects the Blue Line to McGill.
Oh, that's working now.
Yeah. So it's very like, because I'm more like up north, instead of like doing the loop of the orange line and then maybe switching to the green, because Canada Computers near McGill and not near like more like the orange line, where orange line kind of gets you to Bell Center. I tried just taking the Blue Line and then just taking that little stretch of REM to McGill Station is much quicker. Honestly, like I fucking love it. So I can just pop into Canada Computers downtown pretty easily. Yeah. But no, I found my little Velcro strip. I did some cable management. I got my new screen. I got home sweaty again because it was so hot and sunny.
There's no hope right now. The only day that's not sweaty is today, and it's only because it's cool because it's raining out. And
Yeah.
raining it is. Like, it is pouring out.
It's one of those days where it's like the cat's been yelling at me because I think he's like a toddler that did not get enough exercises. And he spent the last like week at least going outside for like an hour or two. And at his age, it's a lot, you know? But today he's tried to go outside a few times, and every time I open the door, it's just pouring rain. I'm like, I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. And he's just like yelling, like, I want to go out. I'm like, I can't not make it rain.
I don't have that kind of power, cat.
Yeah. But yeah, busy week. I played sports. I got a screen. I went to Canada Computers for the screen. Canada Computers hasn't changed in decades. It's still a weird shopping experience, but sometimes it beats ordering the one thing off Amazon.
Yeah.
It's just $10 for like 20 Velcro strips.
Yep.
And, you know, on the way home, maybe you stop by a bubble tea place because there's like 20 of them downtown. And
it's like a reward.
Treats. I know, treats.
Yeah, it's a reward.
Yeah.
Joelle, what'd you do? How's the knee?
The knee is coming along. You know, there are some days where I'm just like, I have so much energy and I can do so many things. And then there are days where I'm like, I will do nothing all day. I don't know, kind of like back and forth. And like, it's really stiff. Like it doesn't, it's achy. So it doesn't like hurt, but it's really stiff. The incision looks really good. I'm almost totally healed from the incision.
Whoa.
Which is great. Yeah.
Wow.
So I didn't know you could do this, but I was at PT and he was like, you can massage on either side of the incision to like quote unquote break up the scar tissue. Because it felt like so tight. Like I felt like when I bend my knee, my incision would just like burst open. Like it felt so tight. And so he like massaged it a little bit. And then he also did some massaging for my kneecap, which like I won't do that. But he's like, you can do this at home. And it feels so much better. I couldn't believe how much better it felt. I was like, whoa, this works really well. So, yeah, so that's going good. You know, walking kind of more and more every day. I think today I went on the longest walk with the dog this afternoon. It was so nice out. But like, and like when we go like on the walks, she's getting much better off leash. We also use an e-collar on her, which it's not a shock collar or anything like that. It just gives her like a vibration on her neck like reinforce the verbal commands because
Mhm.
sometimes she doesn't choose to listen, and
Mhm.
that's not okay.
That's not how we do around here.
That's
No.
not what we're gonna do. So with the e-collar on, she does really, really well. And so, we still give her lots of treats. And, if she listens the first time, you don't do anything, like you don't use it. And so when she has it on, she's like a different dog because she doesn't like the vibrations. She's so funny. But so we have her off leash, and so that's kind of nice because, it's just kind of a relaxed, like she kind of trots in front of us, and like Beaucerons inherently, they don't like run away from their owners. So like she doesn't have a prey drive. Like we could walk past bunnies and like she doesn't care. She
That's
just
good.
like, yeah, she just like looks at them and she'll kind of like look at them and then she'll be like, I don't really want to. But she loves other dogs and she loves saying hi to people, which isn't, I'm glad that she's social, but I'm like, stop being so social. Like you have to stay here. So it's really nice to know that she's just not going to run off. And she's doing much better, so that's nice. We did. I'm trying to figure out a place to board her for like when we go out of town and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
apparently, the vet kind of goofed up her shots, her vaccines,
Okay.
and so like she has to get the distemper vaccine. And that's kind of like for kennel cough. Like that's kind of a big deal. Like
Well, you
for
just,
other dogs.
yeah, but they just get it up the nose.
No, I don't think this one is that. I don't.
The kennel cough one, they get it up the nose.
Oh,
They get it once a year. Gibson gets it once a year.
yeah. So, well, they didn't. I guess they have to give it to him like 3 different times. It's like 2 rounds or something, like for the first time.
Maybe, and it's a booster after that.
Yeah, it's like a booster, but like apparently, like we missed our window for the booster. I didn't know, and like I didn't know any of this, and so I thought we were all covered. And then when I went to go drop her off at the boarding place, they were like, "Well, you're missing this one." And it was just kind of like a whole thing. And I was annoyed because the vet like missed this one. And I'm like, okay, so we have to start over with that one, which was annoying. And then my nephew graduated from high school. So we had his open house
Oh, wow.
on Saturday. And it was really nice. And it was really fun to see him and like his friends. And it was really cute. And high schoolers, I can't believe how young they look. I'm like,
Okay.
you're a senior in high school. I'm like, you're a baby. Like,
You're
oh
a
my gosh.
You're a child.
I'm like,
seriously, like we thought we were hot shit, but when they look at the photos, like I have a photo on my wall of like myself from high school with like my friend Uva, and I look at that and I'm like, that's babies. And we thought we were adults and hot shit.
I know.
But I'm like, no, that's babies.
It is hilarious.
Children.
It is so fun. I was just like, oh my gosh. And, but it'd be a big change for them and their family. Like he's going to an in-state school. He's only going like an hour and a half away, which I think will be really good for him and to get like a little bit of distance, but not to be like super far.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny, like to hear too, like how different college is. Just like,
yeah. Now,
I'm like, oh my god. Like, oh, I'm like, when you get your books, and he's like, we don't get books, and I'm like, oh, I sound ancient. Like,
yeah.
What do you mean they don't get books?
So
they get what,
expensive.
PDFs?
It's all computer. They get everything online. They don't have to go get any books.
Do you imagine?
I know. Like,
You're better
we
on your
had to
back.
go. Remember how much money we had to spend on books?
Oh my god, it was so expensive.
It was so expensive.
Even if it was
I don't even think I have any of my university books anymore.
I have some.
I kept the literature.
Yeah,
like if I had to buy like a novel or like an art history
maybe
book.
Some of my type books, but yeah, for the most part, I don't think I kept them.
But a lot of them are just electronic.
It
like
was
you just
20-something years ago. So like,
I know.
Don't.
Like undergrad started in 2002 for me. I graduated fully with a master's in 2008. Like, started my master's in 2006. So literally, it's been 20 years.
Yeah, we are dinosaurs.
We're too old for this shit.
I know. It's just hilarious though, because He's going to go to orientation, like freshman orientation in a couple weeks, actually. It's so soon.
Crazy.
And then he moves in August, and it's just like, and he actually picked the school without seeing the campus, which I was really surprised. I'm like, you didn't want to drive an hour and a half down there to go look at it.
Yeah, I couldn't do that in either case. I had to.
No.
I picked it just because, one was in Montreal, one was Savannah, and I wasn't going to visit them before. It's just like, let's just rip that Band-Aid off, right?
Yeah. So he, is like getting all packed, and he's right now he's gonna start off in psychology. So we'll kind of see what happens, but
cool.
He just is gonna kind of start there, but yeah, it's just wild. And then I'm just like, give me your Venmo, like make sure that I have your Venmo so I can be like, hey, it's Friday, like here's money, like go have fun on the weekend. But I'm just gonna send him money.
Go drink on me.
Yeah, I'm like, go have fun. No, not yet, because he's not old enough.
Oh, right.
This is the United States of America.
Americans, so you're 21. Right. You can go to war, but you can't have a cocktail.
That's right.
Friggin' A.
Our principles,
we're
so principled.
Yeah, America.
Right.
Ugh. Oh, man. Guys, I'm in the home stretch now. The FIFA started. The countdown is on. I've literally, except for us recording right now, I've watched every single game. We're streaming it in the app, and I've been paying attention. Yeah. Last night was so much fun, though. Sitting outside on the patio, watching the NBA Finals and Scotland playing at the same time, because Mike is going for Scotland. I'm going for Mexico. Hence, besides Canada, right? We're cheering for Canada, but, as much as I love my team, I don't anticipate them getting very far. But you never know. Their group, as we speak right now, is tied. Everybody has literally one goal and tied games. So who knows? But yeah, it's fun. The fervor in this city is legit, though. It's crazy.
How electric must it feel?
It's wild. Yeah. Michael has had the biggest 4 days in his store.
Wow.
Because he's right down in the thick of it, and he's having so many people come in looking for jerseys. Unfortunately, there's sometimes that folks come in looking for jerseys that they don't carry, right? Because there are Nike and Puma or other teams are with them, right? So, but yeah, it's really fun. It was, I guess, a bit of a fire sale on Friday during the Canada game. Like, I had a team of folks down there working the red carpet. And then there was a bunch of us working from home, offing the stream as we were broadcasting. They had Overdrive, which is the TSN 1050's big show that they have, like their drive home show, but it's also broadcasted on TV. So they did that live from Canada House. That's like they're kind of like home base for Team Canada. But then there's like Fan Fest. So you can go down there and see like artists perform and watch games with people, because we only have 6 games in Toronto. There's 7 games being played in Vancouver. There's 3 other cities in Mexico that are having games, and the rest is all in the US. So, our next game, I think, here in Toronto might be the 17th, and there's one on the 20th as well. So yeah, it's gonna, and Germany is the one on the 20th that is going. So that's gonna be pretty fun. But I've got my accreditation. I could technically go down there, but I haven't ventured down there yet. I do really want to go down and check out FanFest one day, though, too, because that's really cool. But my main concern is making sure that the stream is working, and then if we have to cover anything on site, I send my team. But it means I haven't spent any time really playing very many games. So when we go to that section of the podcast, it's going to be interesting. But yeah, I think we should dig into Fantasy Critic, because there was a lot of people who copped some games after the, all the different events that happened last week. And then, of course, when we were, trying to put together a solid podcast episode, after recording, Nintendo decided they were going to have their direct. I know we had anticipated something from Nintendo. So yeah, we'll get into that later in the show, but let's get through some Fantasy Critic. In the podcast league, we had no games released last week, so no point change, but lots of things being picked up. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced was won by myself with a bid of $5. Marvel Token Fighting Souls was won by Kat with a bid of $10. I won Grave Seasons with a bid of $2. I won Minecraft Dungeons 2 with a bid of $2. I won Planet Zoo 2 with a bid of $2. And I won Deltarune Chapter 5 with a bid of $15. Mostly because, like, you guys had tons of stuff and I had nothing in my roster. So now I actually have a lineup of games. And oh my God, I just clicked on the Fantasy Critic and now there's like more details on the website on the top of each of our things. Yeah, on our counts, like in our standings and our lineups. There's a whole like breakdown at the top. So it says Gibson's Glitter Games, player Leah, budget $74, release 3, expecting 7, 1 of 1 will release drops, 0 of Infinity won't release drops, and 1 super drop.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like really giving you the breakdown. That's crazy.
Oh.
So the rankings didn't change. It's Kat's in first, Joelle's in second, and I'm in third. The next game that releases is this week, Dave the Diver in the Jungle. Kat, that's on your list.
No, that's on Joelle's.
Oh, You Shall Not Game Pass. You're right. That's on Joelle's list. So Joelle, you're the next one to grab some points, and at least next week we will have that to talk about. In the Community League, nothing released. But lots of people tried to bid on games. Let's see how successful they were. Rayman's Legends Retold was won by Sparkle Fun Games. That's Phoenix. With a bid of $18, he dropped the unannounced Fallout 3 re-something conditional. What a random name for a game. Okay, 3 other people attempted to bid on this game but did not get it. That included Pat, myself, and NJK. Grave Seasons, won by myself with a bid of $5. NBA 2K27 was won by Kat with a bid of $6. Planet Zoo 2 was won by NJK with a bid of $11. I tried to get it, but it's outbid. Golf with Your Friends 2 was won by Kat with a bid of $5 as a counterpit. Kat, you don't think Golf with Your Friends 2 is going to be any good?
I don't think it's coming out this year.
You're playing that game.
I'm playing the, they're going to avoid GTA 6.
They can do that and just release in September like every other goddamn game.
No, or they can do like Barbie and just be like, fuck it, we're releasing a long GTA 6.
Yeah, I mean, Barbie. It'll be like Barbenheimer, or what was that? Was that what it was? But it'll be like, what would be the acronym then between Barbie and
Grand
GTA
Theft Barbie
6?
or Grand Release Barbie? Because that Barbie release was like an anthology of every Barbie game ever released since the 90s.
Oh my God.
So I don't know what's your like gaming calendar looking like, Leah, but I might do that instead of
Grand Theft Auto. You do that and I'll do GTA 5 or 6. Let's see what else we got. So Final Fantasy Resonance, that was won by NJK with a bid of $16. Those that attempted to buy it included Darth Stridius, Pat, and Ross. And then Graveyard Keeper 2 was purchased by me with a bid of $2. Of course, there was no games released, so not much change in the standings. Let's get through it. Jessica, Phoenix, Ross, Joelle, Offshore Meteor, Pat, Stainsby Kingsby, Darth Stridius, Kat, Aria Richter, Margot, myself, NJK, and Fred. All right, ladies. What you playing? Kat?
I didn't get a chance to play much this year. But this week, sorry, I had Fantasy Critic on the brain this week. But today being a rainy day, Uva showed up and she was like, Diablo? And I was like, and pizza. So I made us pizza for lunch.
Nice.
Homemade, of course. You know me.
Of course.
And we played more of Diablo. And I'm starting to learn the rhythm of Diablo, which is like go, like destroy, loot, inventory full, pour it out, and then spend 15 minutes managing your inventory and your skills. And like, and she was like, and now we have socketable things, so now you can make jams and blah, blah, blah. And then she's explaining the systems, but then she can't navigate the menus because the menus are different from Diablo 3. And she's using an Xbox controller, so she's always hitting A instead of B.
Story
and
of
vice
our
versa. So, like, she's explaining to me the system. I'm explaining her how she can use the system. And it's been, like, essentially just kind of like, all right, it's just like, go. Okay, stop. Manage.
Manage. Yep.
management. And it's like a good 5-10 minutes. And it's a weird, like,
Yeah.
up and down and like
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, it's Diablo, baby.
Yeah.
So we did our first like two side dungeons, and then we did our first dungeon of the main quest, where it looks like you kind of like follow. Well, the point of this game is you follow the trail of Lilith, the daughter of hatred. She's when you look at the reveal trailer, she's the lady that shows up like from the blood petals with the big horns. Essentially, she's the she's the bad guy of the game. So you follow her. So we're starting to like bite into the story. Except this is my first Diablo game, so I have no idea who everybody is, why there's a Church of Light, and why there's ghouls and stuff like that. But everybody else seems to know why. Maybe I'll do the story so far YouTube on Diablo lore. But
it's not that deep.
No, it's really not.
No.
Like don't expect anything like Dragon Age or
no.
It's not like it's about slashing demons, like getting upgrades, doing everything to slash the demons.
Angel got corrupted.
Yep.
Went to hell.
Wants to
suck you down there too.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks pretty straightforward in terms of that. So I'm at one point I was just like, I was too spread out in my build, and like Uva was deep into it, like, oh yeah, this and then that, and she was like mid-maxing, I guess. I don't know. She was messing with her shit, and it was taking forever. And I'm like, I'm just gonna redo my entire build in 5 minutes. And then I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. And she's like, what'd you do? I'm like, I did a fire and ice build. And she was like, oh, you're really thinking about that. Like, I'm going a bit off of vibes when I want to play. I'm like, how are you going off of vibes? You just spent 15 minutes looking at your skills.
That's the vibes. The vibes of the 15 minutes of indecision.
Was like, but like 5 minutes of that was like at one point she's like, oh, help me map these things to my shortcuts, and what's this button and this button, and like what's RT? I'm like, the right trigger, right button. I was like, button trigger, trigger,
bumper.
Yeah, it's the button or the bumper and the trigger, and so it's I'm getting fun? It's fun. It is fun, but I wouldn't do it alone.
Oh, okay.
I feel that.
I liked, I
played it alone. I enjoy it alone, but I can see why Kat, it wouldn't be something she would want to play alone.
Yeah, that's fair. I like playing alone to unlock more of the map. Like, because you play it, sometimes you don't unlock the whole map when you go through just the main quest. So sometimes, like, if I just want to vibe, I'm just going to play Diablo and, like, open the map and do a few side quests and, like, I don't know. But, yeah. But I hear you. Like, it's,
I spent more than 15 minutes in that goddamn menu trying to figure the shit out. That's why I need I need alone time to be like, I need to sort out my inventory and my build. Thank you very much.
I don't like the rhythm of the gameplay. I don't mind the looting and the shooting and everything, but it's just like this kind of like a rhythm of like in and out and in and out and in and out. I also don't like the top-down view. I'm not enjoying
the isometric of it all.
Yeah. It's nice now that they have like full-on cinematics, but most of like when you're talking to a character, you're like so far away from them. Just like, all right, and at one point I launched this memory, like you see blood petals on the ground, and then because you were like touched by Lilith, you get these like echoes of what happened, and you're following her trails that way. And you launch one, and because of like how I'm in the center of the screen, and they place Lilith like to the top of the rune, her face is cut off. All I see is her fucking
awkward.
boobs. I'm just like, why am I staring at this lady's chest?
Because that was an awkward camera. Yeah,
I'm just like, and there's no camera controls, right?
No.
So I was like,
you get what you get.
What in the 1995? So yeah, I'm not a Diablo player. I am enjoying though playing it with my friend.
Cool.
I wouldn't have bought it if it weren't for Game Pass. I wouldn't have installed it if it weren't for her. I wouldn't be playing it if it were for her. But I see how, like, for a lot of people, it's just like turning on, like, open it and just kind of like go mindless and like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
for me, it's like, oh, that's what I enjoyed about stuff like Dynasty Warriors, like just slashing through things, or just like driving around in Forza.
Yeah.
I could see it. It's just I don't like Diablo enough for it to be like, oh, I would spend that kind of coin on a game like Diablo because she's expensive. And I'm guessing like with the DLCs and it can rank up pretty quick. Like I'm no stranger to the Blizzard tax. Is my point. Is like I would rather play a Diablo clone that's cheaper, like Torchlight, if I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of DLCs, I think that's what Joelle's playing.
Sure is, yeah. So I think we're almost done. The problem that we're having is we start it like after dinner and then we get on the couch and we get under blankets and we're awake for like 30 minutes. And then we like cannot keep awake. So we're moving through it a little slow because of that, but I'm pretty sure we're almost done. We probably maybe have like an hour or so left of the DLC. And this is my first Diablo game, and I don't know, I really like it. Like, I hear what you're saying, Kat, of just like the different kind of rhythm, but I guess in my mind, then I kind of know, like, I don't know, like the stakes are really low of just like, oh, I can play, and then when I'm full, I just go to town and rearrange my stuff, and then kind of jump back in. So I kind of like that a little bit too, where it's not like this, like big like thing. If you don't want it to be, it doesn't have to be. Like you can kind of go as deep as you want, which I appreciate. I don't have to try to have a thesis on my character every time I want to go in there. So, and I think the game's really pretty.
It is.
I think they did a really good job with the graphics and the lighting. And even though the angles sometimes are kind of awkward with that isometric view, I think that like especially when you go into caverns and castles and stuff, I think the way things appear and then disappear so you can see your character. And they have a lot of accessibility options where you can like put a ring around your character so you can always see it. Or like make a sound on some things. So I've turned on some of that just so I can, because it's really easy for me to lose what person I am.
Oh yeah, there's so many characters on screen. You're like,
so many
which one am I?
characters.
And you see your friend like fighting and stuff, and then you start thinking that's you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because sometimes their character turns into 3 characters or they have like minions and something. And I'm just like, who am I? So I had to turn that on because I'm like, I forget who I am. And I'm a warrior. So I try to stay close to my group so that I can buff them. But anyway, it was just, yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. So I'll probably keep playing it. And then I got I played a totally different game. I pivoted and I got a review code for a game called Umami. This came out in last November, and it's by Mimmox. And it's a cozy 3D food puzzle game where every level is handcrafted, and it's a little bit of like a sensory experience where you have a food-themed item that it creates into a 3D puzzle, and it's wood blocks. So you pick up the wood block pieces and you rotate them to fit into the 3D puzzle. And it is so adorable, and the food looks so good. It's fantastical cakes and like lots of treats and donuts and ice cream and sandwiches and burgers. So if that's something like you're interested in, it's really, really fun. I really enjoyed this a lot. I found myself just like vibing. It's a great game. Like this would be a great game for like an airplane, like when you just want to sit and relax. If you wanted to have, like, I can only handle so many sports at one time, but there was like in the morning I wanted to watch FIFA, so we had that on, and like I was just playing this like in the background. So it's like really cool to sit and like kind of do something. And I will say that what's nice is that they also give you like a photo of the puzzle. Because sometimes the pieces weren't that kind of hard to picture where they were going when they were all broken apart, especially because it's 3D.
Yes.
So you have to kind of imagine like where the puzzle goes in the space. And the music was also really great. I had the music on for some of it, music off for some of it. The clicks when the puzzle pieces went in were very satisfying, and they did like a little wiggle, so you know that was the right place for the piece. And then the puzzle, they kind of like put it on like you have like a placemat when you like go to restaurants and stuff. And the placemats are really detailed and colorful based on the theme of the food. And then those pieces like are kind of interactive. So like if there's a cup, you can like pick up the spoon and like twirl it in the cup, which is fun. And like you can like pick up the little cookies or candy pieces like on the side. So it's really fun. It's a really simple, straightforward game, but they did really, really well. So if that's something that you're interested in or like would want to do just to vibe off of, they have like achievements, and then there's more puzzles too. They have like bento box puzzles that you can do. And I think there's a couple more. So I really had a really good time, and I was like, wow, I really enjoy this 3D puzzle thing. So I think I might pick more up if I know I'm like going on a trip or kind of want to just sit and kind of waste away a few hours and have something to do. So it was great.
There's a demo for it if folks want to give it a go on Steam. And it isn't that expensive too. It looks like it's on sale right now. It's 33% off. It starts off at $16.99 Canadians, now $11.
Yeah, it's not that cheap. And the demo, I think it's just the first 2 levels. So you'll get a really good sense of what the game is like through the demo.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. The illustrations and everything, like it looks like you have a cookbook that you're kind of flipping through as the UI. And it's quite beautiful. The look of it all.
Yeah, it is really cool. It's like a very like a little bit like cartoonish, but a little bit of realism. And there's different themes. So it's like strawberries or bunnies or Easter or Christmas or like nighttime or fall or New Year and things like that. So
that's cool.
It's really, really fun. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Ripley says nice too.
Shush.
Love it. I'm still playing 007 First Light. I have not had a chance at all this week to play just because I've been so slammed. I am literally halfway. There's a little over halfway through. I need to sit down and just finish it. Like, I got a code for Solarpunk, on Switch, which looks like it's going to be so up my alley, and I want to play that. Like that is the perfect thing for me to be playing while I'm watching football games. But yeah, I need to finish 007. But then, lo and behold, Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions, which is like the game after Astroneer, came out in early access, and it was on Game Pass. And I'm like, I can't not. Like, I need to know. I need to know. So I downloaded that and gave it a go. I probably put 2 or 3 hours into it. I'm like, that's the perfect kind of thing where I'm like, I don't have to be invested in following a storyline. I'm just going to go and, see how this is different from the Astroneer I know and love. I don't know how I feel about it yet because, 1, I've only played like 2 or 3 hours, but also 2, it is kind of like a multiplayer game at the same time, but like I don't have any friends of mine who are playing it right now, and you can like get thrown onto a planet with other players and you can kind of help each other out, but like I feel like weird. Also, I don't know how I can battle any creatures yet, and I keep getting like smacked down by creatures, so I just run away. I guess it's something I'm going to learn as I go through the story. But yeah, I just needed to try and see. And then maybe when I get through 007, I'll take a little bit more of a swing at it. And then also play Solarpunk because I'm really curious about that one. I've been had my eyeball on that for a while. There's so many games out right now that I want to play. Many. It is so hard because I literally just keep going on Game Pass every week and downloading games. And I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to play this, but I'm downloading it so I don't forget about it. But yeah, it's a good time to be a gamer. Speaking of that, we had a heck of a week last week with lots of announcements, but we did not get to talk about the Nintendo Direct that happened this past Tuesday, and we are going to do that as the topic of the show because, goddamn, that was a good Direct, and we need to discuss it because important things happened. Important things. We got summoned by our millennial times with Zelda. So we'll get into that right after this break. My good golly, Nintendo. I didn't know all the games that I wanted, and then you came to the table with a Direct that I think might have been the best presentation of all of the Summer Game Fest festivities that we had. And, that's just the way the cookie crumbles when it comes to our recording. We decided to do it on a Sunday night. My fault, of course, because I had stuff going on the Mondays. But even then, it still wouldn't have mattered because this happened Tuesday morning. And we got a full hour-long, 45 minutes to an hour Nintendo Direct.
So much Nintendo.
So much stuff. Ladies, what did you think?
Fucking loved it. It's just banger after banger.
Mm-hmm.
I also love their format because they get so much done in an hour.
Yeah.
They really do.
They really do. And they break it up really nicely, even though like it's just, I forgot the host name. Oh no.
The CEO?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes.
I also forgot his name, but he's always there and he's always very nice, and I love him. But I forget his name.
Then he just he's like, please take out our next game. Here it is, and then the trailer, and he's like, wow, that was amazing. And look what's coming up next. I'm just like, I love this. There's no fluff. He's just like, here's another trailer. Wasn't that great? Here's another trailer.
Yeah, please look forward to playing this game. But now, here's another game.
Another game. I don't know why, but I'm just like, I love this. It's so simple. I think my mind then just gets to process what I'm seeing, and I don't have to try to intake other information. But yeah, I just think they do it really well. And yeah.
Let's go through the biggest announcements and then add in whatever else we feel like we want to talk about. But I think the biggest announcements are going to take up most of this rest of this episode of the podcast. But I mean, the Ocarina played and we were called out. Zelda Ocarina of Time remake confirmed coming later this year. A 2026 date on it.
Good.
But no, the year, but obviously not an actual date. We didn't get a real date. But on Switch 2, I mean,
better buy a Switch 2, Kat.
Right now. For multiple reasons. We'll get into more of that.
I spent it on a screen though because I needed it.
Yeah, I know, but you've got a few months before the game comes out, I suppose. Hopefully that there will be stock and stuff at that time. But this is going to be their October/November release for sure.
Oh, for sure. I think so. Yeah, that's definitely their holiday coming out. People have some time to get the hardware if they need to, and it prepares us enough for the nostalgia bomb that we get to walk through. I'm so excited. I played Ocarina of Time really late. I didn't play it when it first came out, so I don't have quite the child nostalgia. But I don't know what it is about that game, but the polygons were polying and it was it's so good. It's such a good game.
I think it's that it is truly that growing up story because you do start as young Link, then you do the time jump and become older. Spoiler warning for anybody who hasn't played this game.
Yeah,
I mean, good Lord, what are you doing? Listen to us if you haven't played this game. But yeah, here's the thing. I think you're going to make some improvements. I hope they don't fuck with the water temple just because I think people deserve and need to live through the water temple.
No,
I don't want a water temple anymore. No.
I don't know. You're outvoted, Leah. I don't want that either. I'm an adult. I don't have child time. I need to get through it.
Here's the thing. If they're making a you know, more like we kind of saw the stylized artwork that they're going to be using. Imagine what skulltullers are going to look like and those
I don't
zombie
wanna.
things. Or those ones that were like white blobs with just the zombie arms. And I'm just like,
I
these are going to be
know.
freaking terrifying.
I
I'm also
know.
really looking forward to the pose in the forest temple. Like, there's so much about this game I cannot wait to do, and I
And the
don't know.
fairies.
Like, is Hyrule like? Remember when you go out in the middle of Hyrule and it was like just like the castle in the middle, and then like
That's
nothing
right.
else
Yeah,
in the field,
Yeah.
and
And
you
that's
just go,
why you could spot the dude with
rolling over and over and
Yeah.
over, trying to
Yeah,
get through there as
yeah.
fast as you could.
But that's why you could spot the dude with the rabbit ears.
Yes,
Because you
Yeah.
could see him a mile coming because it was like a Saskatchewan field
yes, yes,
with
it was,
nothing
the prairies.
blocking your view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, and just like I can't. And this was the one. This was the one where you had to wait for the King Zora to move, right? Like the wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, that I hope they keep. Like, cause that you gotta sit through that. Like
The butt
that's
shuffle.
fair.
The butt shuffle,
Yeah,
indeed.
the butt shuffling. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's gonna. I hope it's gonna be really fun. I can't imagine it's not. I just love how many people are going bonkers already, and I'm really excited to see the fairies because the fairies, man, in this.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
oh
I
my
hope they take
gosh,
this similar style to like the ones that we're seeing in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom because I love them.
Yes,
They
Yeah.
I do
look like
too.
my
Yeah.
favorite drag queens
Yes.
in a video game, and I
Yes.
adore it.
Yeah, a part of me doesn't want them to change it
Stay with your
Because-
polygon boobs.
because they're so goofy looking.
They are.
But then the other part of me also does because they're so goofy looking.
What
So
could they do, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's been really fun to watch, like on Instagram and the social medias where people are like, "We're not ready for this," and it's like all the horrifying things that this game put us through. But I'm pretty excited. It'll be so fun.
I
Like,
love
what a fun gift for the holidays.
I
of just,
know.
like,
One of the ones that I'm liking a lot is you'll see like videos and it's like there'll be like millennials being summoned or awakened and it's just
Yes.
them and there's this one dude and he's in a suit and he's working and all you hear is do 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 and he just turns up and looks. Or another one, a girl will be asleep and I'll just be like do 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 and she's like woken up and I'm like, this is awesome.
I know. I
I
hope
love
this never ends for us. Like, I hope that as we just get older, they just like a part of me is like, am I just gonna be like in a nursing home and I'll be like in like the video game pod, like
Maybe.
actual like virtual world, and I just get to play Mario.
Like Ready Player One kind of deal.
Yeah, kind of like that. I'm like, is that gonna be my future? I'm like,
God.
maybe that won't be too bad.
I'm gonna be
I don't
like
know.
they're gonna snap me out of my dementia by to take my meds by going, hey, listen. I'll be like,
Yeah,
what?
that's right. Yeah, what?
Oh my god.
Take this to go. Take this. It's dangerous to go alone.
Yeah,
Oh my
take
God.
take these meds.
Take these meds.
Oh my goodness. If Kat didn't have a reason to purchase a Nintendo Switch 2 by Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, she was definitely then summoned with Fire Emblem
true.
Forged and Sweet.
So true.
I was just waiting for the
wallet.
date. I was just waiting for the date. I'm like, how long do I have to save up that money
September.
that I spent on the screen?
September, girl.
Yeah. I think I'm good. You know, like I'm always good with my money. It's just like the whole like computer screens falling apart really fast and me having to
Yeah.
replace 2 screens in an emergency. I was like, well, there goes my Nintendo Switch 2 money into one single giant screen. No regrets. I should have done that like years ago, I'll be honest. But no, I'll be good. I'm sure there's going to be stock by then as well. I think they're
Oh
like
yeah.
they're in and out of stock, but it's not like a fever or a fervor. So probably end of July, early August. I'm going to start to look for one.
Cool.
Once my saving account is a bit more replenished.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of the Fire Emblem trailer that we did see?
I loved it. That character at the end felt like a Easter egg to Three Houses, but I can't remember and I can't place her. And I wanted to look at a video of saying like, like, here's everything you miss in the Fire Emblem teaser, because I'm so bad at remembering all of these characters. But I'm pretty sure the one at the end, she's like, I've seen her before.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be a throwback to some previous Fire Emblem. But I've just been craving that kind of gameplay for a while. That tactical gameplay. And like, I know like Disgaea exists, but Disgaea is basically the Mortal Kombat of tactical gameplay games.
Okay.
It's very over the top. It's very anime. Not Mortal Kombat.
And Fire Emblem is not?
Fire Emblem is anime, more like Attack on Titan, a bit more serious, a bit more, like Free Ren or yeah, and Disgaea is definitely more like Delicious in Dungeon, or it's very cartoonish, over the top, and they're unapologetic about how dumb they're being.
Okay.
And everybody got tits. The boys got tits. The girls got tits. Tits are out. Everybody got boobs. Even the boys, they always have like these very defined pecs. If they make a larger gentleman, boobs. Like I just remember playing this game and being like, why everybody got tits? Tits are out. Except the little penguins. So yeah, it's not bad, but it's like
no penguin titties.
No penguin titties.
Yeah.
Zero penguin nipples too.
No. Penguins are flat. They're excluded.
Where how did we go down this rabbit hole?
Because Disgaea is that dumb.
Okay.
If you've played Disgaea, everything I'm saying makes sense. Like, one of the mechanic in Disgaea is to just jump on top of each other. So you make a tall tower, and then you just face plant forward. And the point is, the bigger the tower, and then when you're going to fall, you're going to hit everybody in like in a row.
Right.
So everybody's just going to fall, and you're going to hit every enemy. So if you can line up that tower, you can go across the map, and then you can kill people by stacking people with boobs and penguins.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And you can move that tower a bit like the Goomba towers that you saw in some Mario games.
Okay.
One of the mechanic in Disgaea is just building a fucking, like Dubai height tower people, and then just being like, all right, timber, and going
nice.
And that does so much damage.
Okay.
And Fire Emblem is more about like combos and building friendships, and then because if you build friendship when they're fighting together and near together and they do combos, they'll do more damage and stuff. And of course, there's romance. So it's
better be for all the titties. Like that seems rude.
No, she's talking about Fire Emblem, not the titty show game.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sure I think this guy has a story, and you can
have some sort of. There must be some sort of romance in it.
It's been a while. I haven't played this guy since like the PlayStation 3. I'll be honest. But yeah. No, I'm looking forward to this game. I know what it's going to be. People are going to be like, it's going to be anime as fuck. Like, this guy is anime as fuck, but like Fire Emblem's also anime as fuck. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I want to play it. It's my favorite type of anime as fuck. It's hero based, and it's like, we're gonna save the world, and we have like all the hope. And turns out at one point, I will spoil every Fire Emblem game ever. You play a character that turns out is a fucking dragon. At one point you awake and you're just a fucking dragon. And I was like, okay. I played the one on 3DS, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I'm a dragon. And then I played Three Houses on Switch. I was like, oh, that's funny.
I'm a dragon.
I'm also a fucking dragon. And then I started to like backtrack to all the fire. It seems to be a theme. Okay. So what I saw from this trailer is there's 4 pre-made characters. Usually you had a pre-made character and you picked either to play a man or a woman, a bit like male ship, femme ship. And there wasn't a lot. I don't remember us being able to customize the look. And in Three Houses is basically you played one of these characters and you joined one of the 3 houses and then followed the story of that house. But you weren't like a member of that house. In this one, it looks like you have 4 contenders for this contest, and you play either one of those 4s.
Okay.
and they look completely different. They have different classes. And from what I remember in Fire Emblem, you're basically a blank slate. You can be any kind of class, and because at one point you find out you're a fucking dragon, then you get like extra special shit. But you can be like, oh, I'll be a warrior, or I'll be an archer, or I'll be a black mage, or I'll be a white mage, or it's the point of these games, like Disgaea or Fire Emblem, is you get jobs. You get a job, and then that's basically your class, and you can build it up. And if you start as a warrior, maybe you can become a dragoon and do the thing where you jump and you come back down. In Final Fantasy Tactics has that, and you can like build up your character into more specialized classes. And it's all about progression and everything and that. But from this and in this one, it looks like you have 4 pre-made characters that look like they already have a class assigned to them. So I was like, that's interesting. But what was interesting about Three Houses is the fact that even though you play a character that's not like the leader of either house, you can play. I played 4 playthroughs to have all 4 storylines. There's like one with each house, and then there's a alternate storyline where you kind of like decide to make your own decision, and it's a different ending. So I'm wondering if this one is also like going to be one that I play 4 times,
Probably,
to play each character and to get every ending. And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe there's a 5th hidden ending, stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I gleaned from this. And then all the voice actors that are usually in Fire Emblem were in that trailer, like Mac Mercer. So
cool.
yay.
Yay. Yay. We poke fun at this one all the time, but I also realize the reason we poke fun at it is because people love this shit. But Kingdom Hearts had a big segment in the event. They showed off that most of the games are coming in a form in a package bundle for Switch 2. And then they announced Kingdom Hearts 4. And that was just wild, because I know we were talking last week about Persona 6 showing up in the Xbox conference. I thought it was wild that Kingdom Hearts was announced in the Nintendo conference. And when they were showing it off, at first, I really didn't think it was Kingdom Hearts because it looked too different from the art style. And I know like Kingdom Hearts, they've like each of the different worlds is kind of based off the different Disney property that it's, kind of affiliated with it. But this one really felt like it was like real life stylings, but then all of a sudden you start seeing Sora and friends. And of course Disney, Donald and Goofy. And yeah, this was surprising. And yeah, who would have thought that they would have shown that off at a Nintendo Direct? I would have thought that would have went at a PlayStation event.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Nintendo Direct. People can be like, but I prefer the games there and whatever. I'm like, Nintendo had a Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement and teaser. Do you know how many years people will be like, this is the year they announced Kingdom Hearts 4? Like, this was like a mic drop moment. Like, forget, some, Xbox being like, we're going to tease the next Persona. Like, what's going to like top a Persona tease? It would have been like an Elder Scroll 6 reveal, like the follow-up to Skyrim reveal, or Kingdom Hearts 4 announced. Guess what happened?
Yeah.
It
was across the street to Nintendo.
I'm just like, GG Nintendo. Not only were they like, hey, they waited for all the conferences to be over to be like, we're going to have ours too just tomorrow, and then show up and be like, haha, Kingdom Hearts 4 and Legend of Zelda Ocarina remake. Bye, suckers.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
God
crazy.
Damn.
And then for Joelle and myself, Pokemon Pokepia is going to get some DLC. That was
Hell
announced.
yeah.
We were waiting for that. Underwater update and then paid
So
DLC
cool.
coming later this summer. And they kind of announced with that there was going to be 3. They announced one of them, which is the one that's coming next. It's going to be later, like August. And then there's going to be 2 more, but we didn't get any additional context, except one of them is going to be a new city or something, like a new town or something like that. So Yeah, more Pokepia, which just means more Pokemon to collect, which is great.
Yeah. Are you ladies going to buy that that pass that they were announcing to get all 3 when they come
Definitely.
out?
Probably, yeah.
I think you don't have a choice. You have to buy all of it.
Well, the one DLC is free.
Well,
The
yes,
underwater
for
one
just
is
to go.
free.
Well, there's one to go underwater, but if you want the water one that has like the town kind of with it, that's coming. The way they phrase that. So there is like you can download. Well, you can sign up now. Everybody's going to get a part where you can get into the water in some of the areas now, like say in the beach right now, and then there's going to be another section that is actually like the paid DLC piece. But then if you want that DLC, you're going to end up getting the other 2. You can't just say, "Hey, I want part 2," and that alone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So other things that were announced include the Duskbloods closed network test. That's the next From Software game that's coming very soon. Weird that they're doing a closed networks test though. Like you would have thought that they would do an open network test, but here we are. Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen. So that's the next Capcom or RPG coming out in October. And then there was like honestly like so many other ones. Ladies, I am really intrigued by the Big Walk, which was like this weird thing with like duck character things, bird character things.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of their stuff on TikTok from the devs. It's essentially a game. It's a bit like Peak. You have a proximity chat, and you just kind of like go and walk. And because it uses proximity chat, sometimes to like solve puzzles, you can't talk to each other, so you got to like use signs and stuff or like smoke signals. It looks like a very how could I describe it? It looks like a very low anxiety and low stake Peak.
When Peak, was that super high intensity?
Well, Peak is the one where you got to make it up to the top of the mountain,
right?
And
okay,
you can
I'm
die,
thinking of a
you
short
can
hike. That's
starve.
why I'm thinking of a short hike.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is more like a multiplayer short hike.
Okay.
I've seen their stuff on TikTok. I thought it was pretty cute. I was happy to see that they're coming to Switch because I was like, that's the kind of game that needs to be on Switch, honestly.
Yeah. Was there anything else you guys saw that you were intrigued by?
Well, I know like this is missed on us, but I know for like the JRPG community, the Xenoblade announcement was huge.
Oh yeah,
yeah, true.
It's huge.
Yeah,
there was
just
lots
not our
of great
thing.
Xenoblade.
Yeah.
I played Xenoblade Chronicles, and it was so long.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind the game actually, but it was like the one I played was really different from the other Xenoblade. So I sort of feel like I need to go and play the first one and then play the third one, because I know the third one got really good reviews, and then play this one. So I'm kind of like, I feel like I have to commit to the series and then go through and play the whole thing again. But I mean, obviously you get into these spots where I'm just like, can I be done? Like, I don't know. I get a little impatient, and I get unfocused, and then I kind of don't want to keep going. But I enjoyed what I experienced. So like,
I played Chronicles when they ported it to the DS, I want to say.
And
I also fell off because it was too long. But my friend at work, he cosplays from Xenoblades. So I'm pretty sure he saw that announcement, and he was like in some group chat with like his fiance and another bunch of cosplayers just being like, fuck yeah. Xenoblades.
I'm intrigued by another edition of Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. I always find those freaking hilarious, so I think that's going to be a fun one to play with Mike. It was also nice to see them drop a demo from Star Fox, because I'm not going to lie. You know, everybody, maybe you guys know how I felt about the last Star Fox Zero, which I wasn't very happy with. So,
But it was on Wii U, and the console did not help.
Yeah.
Metaphor ReFantazio coming to Switch 2 is good too, because I totally missed out on that. just because life. So having that available on Switch too that I can cart around is kind of good. Minecraft is coming to Switch too, and like it's not like it wasn't there before. It's that Minecraft is coming so that you can have the vibrant visuals, which is going to be really cool. And I think having that on my Switch will be helpful to be able to play on the go and kind of keep a world running. Because as you know, I'm notorious for restarting things all the time. Anything else? I mean, there was tons more, but anything else that really like piqued your fancy?
I mean, I'm happy. I have to catch up on Deltarune. I haven't played that at all, but I'm happy more is coming. Metaphor Refantasio coming to Switch. That port is going to be good. I think that's a good home for that game. And also, like, I'm sorry, Vampire Survivor guy is now like making bank because now he made Vampire Survivor but Jujutsu Kaisen version. So essentially everybody's like, oh, what if like our game was Vampire Survivor? And I think that dude was just like, send me your licensing deal, I'll make your game. I'm happy, like, get that bag. Like, you had a great idea, you made a very addictive game, and people are like, but what if I want to play it but it's anime characters? And he's like, bet, send me the check. And he makes the game, and I love it. I love that for that team and the creator. But yeah, up to 8 players can compete in this Vampire Survivors twist on Jujutsu Kaisen. I was like, absolutely. Oh my god.
Joelle, anything else you saw that you were interested in?
Yeah, so I actually thought that the Splatoon Raiders.
The story game.
Yeah, the story game, because I don't play Splatoon. It's a shooter, so like I don't know, I just don't not into that as much. So like I've never played like a traditional Splatoon game, but this one looked really interesting, especially because you have like your friendly bot like with you that can help you clear out the puzzles. The only thing that I got a little nervous about is that the camera and the styling looks exactly like Donkey Kong. And I was like, oh no, like, is the camera gonna shake every 0.4 seconds? And like, I don't know. So for that one, I might wait. I'm not gonna jump on that one right away because I'm not gonna like go through that again. But we'll see if it is like Donkey Kong Bonanza, because I was like, anytime they shot something, I saw a little twinge of the camera move, and I'm like, I hope we really don't. I hope this isn't the new way that things are going, because that's gonna stink. Like if the new 3D Mario one is like that, I'm just like, oh no, like I don't know, but we shall see. But that one, I thought, aside from other things that we've talked about, that one actually, I was like, oh, it might be kind of fun.
Well, there was so much more. Too much for us to cover. But yeah, I can easily say that Nintendo had the best Direct out of all of them. I mean, I'm not going to lie, Wholesome had tons, but like just the weight of some of the games that they did announce, the weight emotionally, physically, and to our pocketbooks. But
also
real.
Like a lot of these games we waited a long time for.
True. Very true. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. See how this all pans out. Lots of games, lots of dates released too. So, more to come on that. All right. Well, this pretty much closes out our show this week. As always, check out the show notes on girlsongames.ca for links to all the stories mentioned in this here episode. Thank you, Catherine, for always pulling that together for us each and every week. If you have the power to rate and review this podcast where you're consuming it, that would be much appreciated. Why? It helps with discovery, pushes us up in the rankings, and any comments you leave help us, work on our show and make it better. Thank you, everybody, for being on the podcast this week. I would love to open the floor so that you can shout out your social media handles so people can follow you anywhere and everywhere online. Catherine, where can people find you?
I am CSDSBINS on all media platform. Right now, I'm mostly active on Instagram and Blue Sky, but you'll always find me shit posting in the Girls on Games Discord.
Joelle, where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram at JoelleLauren87 and on Blue Sky at Joelle Lauren, but always hanging out in the Girls on Games Discord. Come and say hi.
And I am Leah, do our most social media platforms, but of course you want to know everything there is to know about Girls on Games. You can track us down at The Girls on Games on X and Facebook. Just Girls on Games, no the in there on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok. Discord.me/girlsongames to continue this conversation and more. But of course, if you ever need to know anything at all, you can track it down at our home base. That's our website, girlsongames.ca. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Joelle. It's been another lovely week in video games, and I'm off to turn on more FIFA and watch that while I play games on my Switch. Until next week, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.